Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to the Taurus full blue moon video mixed with all of the Halloween energy and all of the other craziness happening this weekend. It's going to be intense. If you follow me on Twitter, which you should, at AlchemistIndy, I have been talking about this for like a good bit now, like just hinting at what's going to happen. This energy is going to be intense. It's going to be eventful. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot. This is really trick or treat energy. So anything can go down. No one really knows for sure. I've been decoding this and receiving downloads about it for so long now, but honestly, it's trick or treat. Like anything can happen. So, because of that, it's exciting because it's like a wild card. This full moon, this weekend, this Halloween, All Souls Day, everything is just very exciting because it's so up in the air. It's such a wild card. Anything can really happen, right? So, this is why it's important to tune in to your perspective for this energy because this is really the choose your own destiny type energy. You guys know those choose your own destiny books that were like, were they Goosebumps or written by the same person who wrote Goosebumps? Something like that. But it's really a choose your own destiny kind of energy. You have two paths, what path are you going to take? If you're even going to conform to the two paths, maybe you want to make your own third path. So this energy is really just all about your perspective. It's trick or treat. You can get tricked or you can benefit and get a treat. It's all about how you think about this energy, right? So don't be afraid. Like, let's get right into it. But before we start, I just want to give you guys a few announcements. One, I am doing the full moon energy reading. Um, Great reviews from the past two readings that I did because I just started this service where I'm doing readings for the full moon, what to expect, what to focus on, what to leave behind, how to manifest, all great information that is so worth it. Great feedback on the last two that I did. So I am opening it back up again, and I think this full moon is definitely the one of the year to get the reading for. So information is going to be in the description box below. Definitely take advantage of that. Also, I am doing the alignment ritual for this full moon. Again, I did it for the Libra super new moon, so I am doing it again. I only had 6 spots last time, but so many people wanted to do it, so now I'm going to open 12 spots, but only 12. If I feel I can take a third group of 6, I will, but I'm not going to overwhelm myself. This energy is intense, so I don't want to overwhelm myself. So the alignment ritual is basically a service where I'm going to be aligning your energetic aura and vessel to your desired reality based around the benefits of the Taurus full moon. So that includes increased income, healthier foundations, financial security. Oh my God, what? Financial security, heightened self esteem. Generational curses around finances being improved and possibly broken, and what else do I have? Stronger connection to your ancestors, grounding, removing debts and blocking debts. I think I got to all of it. Yeah, so all of those things, if you're interested in aligning yourself to that energy, definitely reach out to me. You can message me on Twitter or you can email me. I'll leave everything in the description box below. Spots are only $13 and I'm only taking 12 spots. Spots went really quick last time. So definitely hit me up, as soon as possible if you can. If you do hit me up and there aren't any spots left, I will have you on the wait list for the next moon rotation. And if you're interested, I'll message you first and save your spot. But yeah, so I just want to get into it now that those things are out of the way. I'm excited to really dive into everything. So, first things first, you guys know, if you have listened to my other moon energetic astrology readings, you know that I like to break things down into a math equation type thing. So we're going to break down every bit and piece of this full moon and put it all together. If you guys hear me shuffling my cards in the background, this is an intuitive astrology reading, meaning I use both astrology as the base, but I also add intuition and the help of my cards just to help it flow in a more intuitive way. Just so it's not like, because anybody can do an astrology video, but I want to just add a little bit of a different flair to it so you guys are getting more detailed information versus the standard astrology report, you know? So let's get right into it. Again, I apologize if you hear the shuffling. I will try to keep it minimal. So let's get right into it. So, what is a full moon? So I do want to draw you guys I do want to make you guys aware of the fact that there is a 29 lunar cycle. This is how the lunar phases, the moon phases operate in 29-day cycles. So the new moon starts the cycle and then it ends when the next new moon comes in. So the full moon is not the end of the lunar cycle. It is the point of the lunar cycle where the energy is heightened and it's at its peak, but it is not the end. If anything, it is the beginning of the end. It is the countdown, the time to start getting your things together, or if you're trying to remove some things out of your life, this is the time to start to prepare to remove these things from your energy, from your life. But it is not the end of the cycle, just to make that clear. It's just the peak of the cycle, the heightened energy, the most intense energy of a lunar cycle. So we are still in the Libra super new moon lunar cycle, so that energy will still be going on right now. So if you didn't see that video that I made for the Libra new moon, definitely go check it out. But yeah, back to the Taurus full moon. Yeah, so the full moon is just really a time where things bubble to the surface, within us, around us, externally, society wise, everything that has been within, any secrets, anything hidden, it's going to come out, especially during this time. So this full moon is also a blue moon. So what is a blue moon? You guys know the saying, once in a blue moon. That's the energy of something that is rare, that barely happens. Although blue moons aren't so rare, they don't happen obviously as much as a normal typical full moon. So it is, in a sense, sort of rare, right? So a blue moon is basically when there is a second full moon in a calendar month. It does, the moon isn't necessarily blue. It's just the second full moon in the calendar month. So this doesn't happen all the time, so it is seen as a rare period. So this is also a micro moon. So a micro moon is when the moon is further away from the planet and the moon looks smaller. Micro moons can also bring Uranus-like energy. It can bring like random disasters. It can bring bad luck. It can bring bad weather and things like that. So this is going to be heightened because the full moon is actually conjunct Uranus and in Taurus. And Taurus is an earth sign, an earth element. And Taurus is the foundation. So when I think of Taurus, I think of the foundation of earth, so I think of weather and things of that sort. So this is really a time where we can see some sort of natural disaster. If not weather-wise, we can see it just being a shakeup in the foundations that we know times 10. moon conjunct Uranus brings the energy of basically plot twists surrounding the unseen, the unknown, secrets, occult energy, finances. This is the time of unexpected debts, unexpected money being taken out of your account, unexpected debts that your partner has. If you're in a relationship, that now becomes your debt and your issue. But this could also be the time where we see unexpected clearings of debts, unexpected disappearing of debt, unexpected money in your account versus taken away. My boyfriend actually told me the story of how his student loans just disappeared. Not now, but this happened a while ago. And I wonder if, this energy was going on astrologically around this time when this happened to him, because he said the debts, his student loans just disappeared, and now he has no student loans to pay at all. So this could be the time for that. This is also the time to ask your friends for help financially, and to ask the internet for help financially, or where you can see the internet or your friends funding you in some way. So this is like GoFundMe energy, any income generated online, whether it's for like an instance where you need assistance, or even online businesses that benefit others. This is going to profit during this time. Just any sort of financial endeavors that involve social media and, big groups of the collective helping in some sort of way. This is going to be really this is going to happen a lot during this time. I don't know why I'm stumbling on my words right now. I need to hold my selenite stick because I can't. But so now we look at what the Taurus energy carries. So we have the full moon, we have the blue moon, we have the micro moon. Now it's all in Taurus. So what does Taurus look at? Taurus is the foundations of something. Taurus is the base layer of something. Taurus is the root of something. So Taurus is going to be the foundations of your finances, especially the foundations of your being, your existence, which is your family, which are your parents, the foundations of your family, which is your ancestors, foundations society wise. So that's everything that we know as normal within our society, everything that we know as stable within our society. That's what Taurus governs. Taurus governs self-esteem. It governs, again, income, your possessions, the things that you own, what you see as valuable, what you consider to be valuable, the value of yourself and of others around you, just all of that type of energy. So when you mix everything I just said all up together and make it a math equation, full moon plus the blue moon plus the micro moon plus Taurus, you have heightened energy where foundations, finances, earth, and what we are used to will be shaken up or tested. This is a wild card energy again. This is also a time where you have the most advantage to completely turn your life around. This is a time of unexpected 180s. But because you know about it now, you can make this 180 benefit you. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's trick or treat. So you can have that unexpected 180, which, fucks your life up, or you can have the unexpected 180, which completely just benefits your life and benefits everything that you've got going on right now. Especially when it comes to finances, a loss of finances is really heavy around this time. So definitely make sure that you have backups, you have savings, you have things saved away for a rainy day, basically. This is also a time where you really need to make sure that you listen to your intuition when it comes to spending and how you spend your money, how you use your resources, your savings, and things like that. Really tap into your intuition and even the intuition of your spirit guides and your ancestors. Listen to what they ask you to invest into. Listen to what they ask you to save. However, I will say, make sure the intuition that you are tapping into is a balanced intuition, because our intuition is very closely linked to our emotions. So if you are unbalanced emotionally, you may be more inclined to go spend so much money on food to make you feel better emotionally, when that may not be the best decision if you maybe needed that money for something else that you were saving for, but because you're having a bad day, you decide to blow it on, a designer bag or a 5-star restaurant, whatever. So just make sure that the emotions that you are using to fuel your intuition is balanced, and make sure you're actually connecting to your real ancestors and to your real spirit guides, because again, this is trick or treat energy. This is the time where the spiritual advice that you're taking can be coming from energies that are not here for your highest good. So just be aware of that. So this full moon falls on a Saturday, and it's funny because the Saturday is ruled by Saturn. It's ruled by the number 8. So this deals with karmic cycles, a shift in power, again, a complete 180. Those who have been given the short end of the stick before, whether it's in life or even society, any groups of people that have been given the short end of the stick for a long time will start to benefit, and will start to see profits, will start to get their recognition, will start to get their props, and will start to actually be accepted in society, and actually will be respected and treated equally and fairly within society. Any past, maltreatments or mistreatments of these groups of people will be corrected, and Saturn is going to rebalance the karmic scales. Whoever has been done wrong will start to see the light, basically. We'll start to see the glory. We'll start to see the better side of life. And those who have been doing these people wrong may see the opposite. Remember, karma doesn't always work like that, so we don't know. However, on a symbolic level, the people who have been treated wrong will start to see profit, gain, abundance, fair treatment, and justice. This is also, again, the perfect time to honor your ancestors and to work with your ancestors. But again, make sure you are connecting to the right ancestors. Make sure you are actually connecting to energies that are here to help you and not energies here to trick you. So definitely make sure when you are meditating, definitely make sure when you're giving offerings, if you do those types of things, you are doing it from a clear head. You're not doing it with egoic intentions or with false intentions, or I hate the word bad, but bad intentions. You know what I mean? Make sure you're going in with clear intentions and beneficial intentions and pure intentions, because if you go in with murky egoic intentions, you might just deal with those energies, and now you're making a deal with the devil, like they say, so be careful of that. Oh my god, this video is already so long and I'm not even halfway through. Okay, so what's next? So the full moon falls at 8 degrees Taurus. Again, that 8 energy, 8 is Saturn, 8 deals with karmic cycles, 8 is other people's finances and other people's energy. 8 is the occult energy. 8 deals with debts and what you owe or what people owe you. So the full moon in Taurus at the 8th degree, which is a Scorpio degree in astrology. 8 again is also ruled by Saturn and Capricorn. With this full moon energy, I'm seeing that anything surrounding debts, what you owe others, or what is owed to you, will come to the surface and we'll start to see a resolution of some sorts, or will have, consequences, whatever the case may be. So, for example, if somebody owes you something and they haven't been returning your calls or whatever, you may see that they actually will call you and be like, hey, I'm sorry, I couldn't pay you the money. 2 weeks ago, I finally have the money. I just was going through some things. It could be a peaceful resolution, or it can be a harsh resolution where you may have to, go the legal route or whatever the case may be. But if you do go the legal route, be very careful with lawyers that you hire, and be careful with whatever you sign, because this can be a very scammy time. So hopefully you don't have to go legal with some things about what is owed to you or what you owe others. Hopefully it can have a peaceful resolution. But I am just saying, this is the time where resolutions are going to be made, whether it's going to be peaceful or whether it's going to be aggressive and dramatic and extra. This is the time where you may be calling people and asking for your things back, asking for your money, asking for things owed to you, or where people will call you asking for the same. Debt collectors, legal things, school debts, whatever the case may be. With the Taurus at the 8th degree, this is also a good time for return on investments. However, this is not the time to travel, so if you can, try to avoid traveling. Also, try to avoid signing any contracts or binding yourself to anything, as it can be, again, a trick or treat. You can be signing off on things that are not what it seems. There are hidden intentions within documents, within the text. So if you are going to sign a contract, read through every single thing and make sure you understand every single thing. Don't do a quick read. Highlight, annotate, take notes, look up words you don't know. Really go hard in, reading these contracts. Make sure you know what you are doing, because again, this is the time where you can get scammed, bamboozled, everything. So really make sure you know what you're doing, make sure you know what you're signing, so on and so forth. Now, this full moon falls on October 31st, 2020. So numerology wise, that breaks down to 45, which is the energy of Uranus. Uranus? What the fuck? So this is the energy of Uranus mixing with the energy of Mercury. So this is the time of mental triggers, the time where you're going to receive unexpected information, unexpected conversations can happen. The 4 and the 5 energy is also a change of foundations, and 4 plus 5 equals 9, which is endings, wrapping up of cycles. 9 is also ruled by Mars, which is destruction, war, shadow energy, and occult energy. So expect things like that to happen around this time. This is, of course, also the day of Halloween. So this is the time where the veil is going to be thin. The veil will be thinning. So this is the time where the spirit realm and our realm are going to be closely connected. Paranormal activities, like I said, is going to be happening. Energies of spirits will be heavy, will be thick. If you can pick up on these things easily, I definitely recommend carrying some black crystals, selenite wand, things just to help promote mental clarity, because it can get really foggy and confusing around this time, especially if you're, I don't like to use the word, but an empath, because what is an empath? Honestly, we all sort of have abilities like this, right? So yeah, if you're sensitive to energy, I should say, just make sure you're protecting yourself and make sure you're not getting lost in the sauce, basically. So again, with the Halloween energy, heightened spiritual energy, paranormal activity, make sure you're protecting yourself from decoding social media trending topics with the whole Birkin bag situation and everything like that, I have decoded that it is important this Halloween to purchase birch bark, birch leaves, anything that has to do with the birch tree, birch essential oils. I would carry that or have some sort of birch product to carry on yourself, to put on an altar that you use for protection or your ancestors, to cut up and put into like a mojo protection bag, to use. I know they have like birch candle holders, maybe to light a candle for protection. Whatever you want to do, I just recommend getting birch bark, essential oil, or leaves. Also, of course, things like garlic. If you're going to be going to a Halloween party, I recommend carrying an amethyst if you're going to be drinking, because amethyst helps to prevent over intoxication. And Halloween is not the time to get drunk off of your ass. I'm telling you, if you break down the etymology of Halloween, it's literally hollow, which is empty, and then wean, which is to wean somebody off of something, or to basically train, somebody, especially infants. And it's funny how Halloween is based around children or animals, to train them to lean off of something. So it's basically like, if you want to really put it together and get technical, it's almost like Halloween is the time where you could fall victim to weaning your spirit out of your body, and thus creating a hollow vessel for other spirits to take advantage of. So definitely, I just wouldn't recommend at all getting intoxicated to the point where you're not in control of your energy anymore. However, if you do want to have fun for Halloween, carry an amethyst, keep an amethyst on you, meditate on an amethyst before you leave, pray over an amethyst, ask for protection from your ancestors, and things of that sort. And make sure that you are balanced and grounded within your body and within your energy. This is the time to really do grounding meditations, grounding yoga, grounding affirmations, anything surrounding the root chakra and things like that. Just really balance your energies and ground yourself, and really balance that root chakra right now around this weekend and the 2 weeks that follow. So yeah, also Halloween is all about the Osiris energy. If you know the story about Osiris, I'm not going to get into it right now, but basically, long story short, the Osiris energy and Isis. Think about, if you know the story, when Osiris was cut up into 13 pieces and Isis had to go retrieve those 13 pieces to put it back together, but she couldn't find the 13th piece. So she made a phallus out of like gold or whatever, right? So I got the download spiritually that Halloween is going to carry this Osiris energy. And it's funny because Lilith just actually entered Taurus on Monday, I believe, whenever the 21st was. Lilith entered Taurus, and this is the divine feminine energy coming in to rebuild the foundations and structures that have been broken, destroyed, weakened, or that were already weak and toxic to begin with. The divine feminine energy is coming in to correct that energy. So Halloween time is really going to be the time where we see the shift in power, especially not only between the divine feminine and masculine energies, but just in anything. So those that are used to having power, you're going to see it all completely do a 180. And those who have, like I said, who got the short end of the stick, are going to start to profit off of power now. So, Osiris energy is heavy. I'm going to go deeper into this when I do my Halloween tarot reading on my Patreon. If you're interested, link will be in the description box below. But yeah, Osiris energy. Now let's get into the aspects. So we have the sun in Scorpio opposite the moon in Taurus at the 8th degree. So what we think we know about anything surrounding authority, system of society, finances, etc. will be shaken up. Secrets will come out. Occult knowledge will come out. I just heard wishing on a star. Wishing on a Star. Okay. It's interesting. Wishing on a Star is actually my twin flame song, so I don't know if this is hinting at the fact that information about your twin flame will come out if you're on a twin flame journey. I don't know if anybody just needed to hear that. Maybe like 1 or 2 people needed to hear that. That's very specific, but wishing on a star, if that means anything to you. Also, twin flame energy. You may see secrets coming out about your twin flame, about the connection. And yeah, the connection will possibly be shaken up in some way, maybe not in a bad way, but yeah. I'm also hearing he said, she said. So a lot of this information, a lot of these hidden secrets are going to come out from other people. So for example, if you're in a relationship, you may have someone message you on Twitter, or you may have your friend hit you up like, hey, I just saw so and so and he was not doing what he was supposed to be doing. He was not being loyal at this party, whatever the case may be. It doesn't have to be love related, but I'm just hearing like you're going to find out about something through something else that doesn't necessarily, basically, you're going to find out about something you're going to find out about something about someone, but not from that person's mouth. It could be from their mouth, but I'm hearing it's going to be from somebody else. Or maybe you're going to do some searching and come across something, whatever the case may be. It doesn't have to be bad. It's just something that's hidden, you know? Yeah. I'm also seeing something with celebrities here, like some information about celebrities in Hollywood and their occult knowledge, because they're all into the occult and secret societies. Some things are going to be revealed. However, I don't think it's going to be obvious. Like I said, the truth is going to be hidden right in front of our faces. So if you're not paying attention, if you're not awake, is that am I saying that right? I don't know. But if you're not, on it, you're going to miss what's being said. So this is the time to really read between the lines, because the truth is going to be out there, but the truth is not going to be noticeable if you don't know how to read in between the lines. So yeah, we have that. We also have ego battles over borrowing of people's stuff or what's owed. So if someone owes you something or you owe someone something, there may be some sort of power struggles, ego issues, fights, disputes, things of that nature. So just be mindful of that. If you owe somebody, just pay them back. And if somebody owes you, just try not to freak out about it. If you want an argument, I guess, but I would try to avoid it, because this could also bring violent, aggressive energy. And Mars is still retrograde, so do not make any quick movements. Don't try, if someone owes you something, or if someone, still has your belongings, they didn't give you your stuff back, just try to relax. Don't try to argue about it, you know what I mean? Because it can make things into bigger issues than they need to be, basically. So just relax, take a breather, understand that what is meant for you will come for you. So if somebody owes you something and they haven't given it to you yet, whenever I lend somebody something, I have to always have that little small percent in my head that there is a possibility I won't get this back. So I'm not going to give something that I'm going to miss, so much so that I'm going to die over it if I never get it back. Because some people, especially with this Uranus energy, some people just do crazy, unexpected, wild shit. And you may not prepare for it, but it just is what it is. So just don't borrow things, or don't give anybody things to borrow that you are going to miss. And also be careful with other people's stuff. So there's that. Also, on a personal level, this is a time where we're going to really we're going to come to terms with our dark side and our shadow energy, and we're going to see anything that has been hidden, anything that we have been trying to run from. It's going to bubble up to the surface, so much so to the point where we can't escape it and we just have to face it. So I really do recommend allow these energies to come up, because you want to purge them, and the only way to purge something and to get rid of it is to feel that uncomfortable part first. You know what I mean? Like when you're about to throw up, you get the sickness and everything before you vomit, and then once you vomit, it's completely out of your system and you feel better, right? It's just like that. You have to vomit out this energy, but before you can vomit it out, you have to feel the symptoms and the sicknesses that come with it. So don't be afraid of the discomfort. It will relieve itself soon. Just allow it to process. What else do we have here? Okay, so Mercury in Libra at a Taurus degree. I think it's at the 26th degree. Yeah, Mercury in Libra retrograde at the 26th degree. Let me go check just in case. Yes, so Mercury is in Libra at the 26th degree. So this is the time where you're going to hear people speaking out about injustices surrounding finances, especially, or just injustices in general. Injustices within your family, or just injustices within a specific community, within specific groups of people. So, for example, the Black community. We may see some conversations around the injustices that come with that and that have been happening in America with, our community. So you may see more people speaking out about that, or just financial issues in general surrounding certain groups of people. You may see issues within contracts that causes blockages within your income, deals, business partnerships. So there may be something that happens that could, like, if you're in a business partnership with somebody, you guys could either get in like an argument or a dispute or something that's going to slow down the income. If you put in an application for a loan, there's going to be something that happens that slow down you getting that loan for whatever reason. Things like that, just unexpected changes happening that slow down your income, that slow down your progress within whatever, this matter is surrounding, especially when it comes to finances and your incomes. So be careful with that. Again, like I said, be careful with signing contracts, because any contract signed during this time could in the future cause blockages, issues, mishaps, disputes, or stagnation. So just be careful with that. I don't like the whole like you can't live your life anymore because of astrology thing. So I'm not gonna tell you like, oh, if there's something you absolutely have to sign right now, you can't do it. It's all gonna go wrong. It's not true. However, if you have the choice not to sign something and you can wait for at least another 2 to 3 weeks, I would just relax. You know what I mean? But again, I don't believe in stopping your bag if you absolutely can't. When our ancestors or whatever didn't really have astrology, they still made shit happen. So we still have to do the same. So if you do have to sign a contract, definitely do some sort of ritual, some sort of protection spell, some sort of protection affirmations, talk to your ancestors first, whatever. Try to just cover all of your bases before you do anything surrounding these sorts of situations. With Mercury in Libra at the Taurus degree square Saturn, this can show the ending of karmic connections, marriages, relationships, etc. At this time can actually result in unexpected financial upsets, or breaking in contracts can cause you to lose more money than expected. So be wary of that. We also have Mercury in Libra retrograde squaring Pluto. This can cause violence surrounding arguments about monies, belongings, what's old, family matters, injustice, and things of that sort. So watch out for that. Like I said, don't be a hothead during this time. Try to walk away from arguments, because people are going to be really hostile, especially with this whole Halloween energy and spiritual possessions. Like, people might not be themselves, and I'm being so dead ass when I say that. People who are not in control of their issue and people who are not in control of their energies and their vessels may get overtaken by some demons. So I'm being serious. Like, don't try to argue with people if you can help it. Just walk away. Keep it cute, keep it classy, keep it simple. Okay, so last thing that I want to say is what happens now will be wrapped up in December, especially regarding any rituals that are going on a grand scale when it comes to society and things like that. I'm going to get more into this occult information in the Patreon video and tarot reading. So if you're interested in the occult side of things, let's get into it on my Patreon. Go subscribe. It's only going to be available for the 1444 tier. I have two tiers. I have the 444 one and then the 1444 one. The 444, you get access to like my mini decoding posts and my text posts and things like that. But if you want to get access to the actual readings, it is 1444. So that is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys took some notes. You took some valuable information from this video. Again, I really recommend you guys take advantage of the full moon reading. This is definitely the moon phase to do so. So I definitely recommend you guys look in the description box to see how to get it. If you want the alignment ritual done on you, let me know. Message me. I'm only taking 12 people, so definitely hit me up quickly if that's something you're interested in. Go on my Patreon if you want to see the other readings. Follow me on Twitter at AlchemistIndy just for all knowledge that I'm dropping. Follow me on TikTok again at AlchemistIndy. That's where I'm going to be posting more of my fun readings and things like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for listening, and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you.